Welcome to Tactics and Touchlines. We are going to have a discussion about the Chelsea Brighton game. And with this game, a lot of Chelsea fans were not expecting anything much from the Chelsea team because they've gone 4 games without not scoring a goal, 4 games in the Premier League without defeat. And as of now, Chelsea under Liam Rossini has set that record in 476 minutes. They've not scored. That is Chelsea's longest time, I think, since 1930 something, since they went 5 games without not scoring a goal and also losing. Now there is a big concern with Liam Rossini. Is he the right man? Should the Chelsea players or the fans be blamed, or will the owners and the sporting directors also be blamed for this particular issue going on? I'll discuss with my pundits what is the solution for Chelsea and what do they think the outcome this season will be for them. Are they going to go off all European competitions, or they are going to get a chance to play an European competition at the end of the season? Remember, this show is brought to you by MyBet.Africa, the number one betting platform in the country. They've had a new makeover of their interface. So right now, scan the QR code, check their new interface, register. A lot of options has been added now. Simple, user friendly. So go onto their platform, bet on any of the EPL games coming up, any of the international games, the World Cup, everything you want to bet on MyBet.Africa is available with the highest odds. So be part of the family. The QR code, the description, you see the link to also get the chance to register on their platform. Welcome, Prince. Welcome, Sam, to today's discussion on Chelsea and Liam Rossini. So let's go into the game. Chelsea against Brighton. This is the second time Chelsea visiting, that is Brighton. They going a game without no shot on target and also no scoring. Most Chelsea fans are concerned. Looking at Liam Rossini, I think, Prince, you said that you think he's not the right man for Chelsea. You think things are not going on right for him, especially with this Chelsea team coming into the shoes of Enzo Maresca, and now he needs to prove something. And things are going bad. He has gone 5 games, 7 games in total, just winning one in all competitions, which is a big concern for Chelsea fans. Your main overview about Liam Rossini joining Chelsea and also this drought that they are going with losses and also not scoring. What do you think about that?
All right. First of all, I want to say thank you to the viewers and also subscribe. We urge you guys to keep subscribing and watching our contents.
Yeah.
So to Liam Rossini and Chelsea, I feel like everything broke apart in that PSG game when he played Sanchez from the bench, the first
Yes.
leg. And that's where everything got broken. Because when he came in, I think he was doing well. You could all see that the only problem when coming in earlier was with the fact that he lost some few games against Arsenal. But aside that, he won every other game until he met
Yeah.
PSG. And I think that PSG game that he had to replace Sanchez was where everything broke out, because you could see Enzo was furious. The players lost it, and I feel like that was where he couldn't manage it again, because from that point you realize that the players lost interest in playing. You see players like Palmer, Kurela, Enzo all coming out and making it clear that they were not happy with the sack of Enzo Maresca, because
Yeah.
and I remember clearly we all said it here that it was not the right thing to do. I don't know what Bluko were looking at. I don't know what happened between Bluko and also Maresca.
Yeah.
Like, if there was a way they could have resolved it and to have him end the season with them, it would have been so well. It would have helped the team, because clearly, honestly, I don't think with what the boys are doing now, because you could clearly see that the anger is not there. The hunger is not there. The desperation is lost. They just want to just come, waste 90 minutes, sweat, and go back. And that is, they're not playing for the coach. They're not playing for the badge. These guys are showing me clearly that they're not happy, even with the top managers, the management and everything. And it's just unfortunate. Liam is the one is at the receiving end, because at the end of the day, he will now go to the press and have to take the blame and now defend these players who are not giving it their best at the pitch. It's unfortunate, honestly. It's unfortunate, and we saw this coming. I felt like just like some have been saying, some have actually been saying that there's some jobs that are not for anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone can go, everyone can go do it, but as soon as you go pick it up, you might be surprised it will backfire and everything, Charlie. I don't know. I don't know if resigning now is the best thing for him, but Charlie, it doesn't look good going forward as well.
Okay. Talking about resigning, I think we had a discussion in our group where I said that that
Yeah,
Chelsea game, I felt like everything was off. You could see the
yeah,
demeanor of the players against Everton. It was like they were just trying to prove a point because it was a game before international break and they would have a long period to have those interviews that was done. But looking at this, I want to go to Sam. Should the players be blamed for it? Chelsea this season, after this year in 2026, has the most shot on goal or most shot in a game through the Premier League. Chelsea this season are the only club in the Premier League with the less ground covered. So when it comes to kilometers per team, how many teams, what are their runs in game, what areas are they covering in games? Chelsea is the least. So meaning the players are not covering enough grounds in the game. The players are just shooting without not getting goals from it. Do you think Liam Rosinia, as Prince said, has become like the scapegoat in this? But the real issue is the owners and also the players.
All right. So good evening to our viewers and hi to all of them. Now, how Prince is talking with sympathy. I don't really know why. For a team
Yeah.
that intentionally lost against City, so your club can't get a trophy. I'm shocked you are talking out of empathy. Don't do that. Go straight.
Now
Let
Chelsea,
him
now
know.
Chelsea is not closer to him anywhere when it comes to like trophies, so he can feel
Let them
sympathy
know.
for us.
So back to the issue. I've said this a couple of times that there are some big teams that how the team should be structured or how the team was structured, they were geared towards winning trophies. And teams like Chelsea, United, Liverpool, City, Madrid, and Arsenal are teams that are structured in a way that we have to win trophies. Trophies are part of our seasonal plan. I watched
Yeah,
one interview of I've forgotten the name of this Chelsea legend. He said after they won the Europa, he went to the he went for his bonuses and they said no bonuses. And he asked why.
yeah,
Then they said
it was Robert Green,
Europa good. They said Europa was not their target. So this
their
should tell
target.
you the team that Chelsea was. Such caps are there are some caps that they don't hold in high esteem. So a team like as Chelsea is a big club, and some of the things or some of the minor decisions that you make cost the team a lot. And I've said this countless times that with United they made similar mistakes from management that caused the team down to even the players. I won't blame the players. When this league began, Chelsea were playing very well. There was this spirit that they were playing with. They were attacking very well, and things were
Yeah,
going very well for them. Then the whole change came in with Maresca. Now you have to realize that when managers come into team, they build relationships with other players also.
yeah,
Now when they leave and it wasn't a mutual um, a mutual agreement, it affects the players also. I think that is what is happening at Chelsea right now. I know Liam has to be blamed for certain things, certain changes also. Just like the City match, for instance, the first half Chelsea played very well. I was very impressed with how they played the first half. They came back second half, and I have no idea what he said to them in the dressing room, and they came and played as if they have never touched ball before. So I don't know if he's getting it wrong tactically in the dressing room also. That is making the players don't not having confidence in him. But that is also one side. But management should have made the right choice. I keep saying, in as much as he might be a very good coach, Chelsea was a big task for him to handle. It's not about 2 or 3 games. It's a whole season that you need to prove something and win trophies. And looking at him and how he came in, listen, everyone will take any big job for any big picker. So you can't really blame the coaches. But who brought him in for that task is who I keep on saying should be blamed. And I think the Chelsea board had it all wrong with Liam. I think they're even though we don't have we are not in the era that we have that pool of coaches that you can just start someone and go and bring in some. But I think there were other options that they could have looked at. So I think yes, the management should be blamed also because from the onset we had some Chelsea fans not agreeing with his appointment, and some gave him the chance. And I think fairly he they did well. Before this match, he had played 22 games and won 11. I think lost 9 and drew the rest. So it's not really a bad. But just like Prince said, I think the whole thing straight after the PSG game. And
PSG
I think
game,
the players, I was hoping the bounce back would have been the 7-0 win over Portville.
of Bill. Yeah.
Right? It seems it all went down. And after that match, Chelsea have gone on a goalless run, which is very bad because they have players that I know could do very well. And it might be we can blame injuries also because Cole Power didn't play today, which I don't really know why. And what was the name again? I think
João Pedro.
Estavo is injured. So yes,
Injured. João Pedro was injured. Yeah.
they are missing some few names that could pose as threats in their attack. But all in all, Chelsea this season, and not all season, let's be fair, but Chelsea in this latter part of the season have been playing very, very, very poor, and it's we are hoping they make it to the Europa or the Europe level when the season ends.
Okay. So, Prince, I want us to look at it from this aspect. Looking at how they've gone on a bad run, looking at how they are not able to even get a goal, especially in crucial situations like this, where every goal, every point is crucial for the Champions League and European sport. Where do you see Chelsea finishing at the end of the season? And also, if you are looking at the solution for this Chelsea team, do you think Rosinia should be sacked? And which manager do you think can turn things around for Chelsea?
Okay. Let me take it from the latter. When you said who could should he be sacked or anything. And personally, I feel like sacking him will also cause another problem because already the pain of Enzo Maresca is already there, and it's and like that wound is already there, and I don't know if it's been nice or something for you to want to add another wound to it.
Now, do you think sacking Liam Rosinia will be a wound to Chelsea fans?
Oh no.
No,
Ah.
not the fans, but the players. You get because
No, I don't think even the players will even feel anything for him going.
No, you might not understand. What I'm trying to say is that it's not the personality, like the behind the back that you sack someone already.
I get it. It's like now someone like Enzo Fernandez, if a new coach comes in, meaning he has been under over 6 to 7 managers in 2 years or 3 years at Chelsea.
We get it. We are already dealing with an issue of sacking, and already we are not done with it, and we are bringing another sacking in again. Personally, I feel like if now I don't think I think it's going to be difficult. The probability there might be just something lower. I don't think it will be easy for Chelsea to make Europe, not even Conference League, because currently with the points that they have, if Brentford win their game, if Bournemouth win their game, it could push Chelsea somewhere around 10th position. And Chelsea's rest of the games that they have are quite difficult, are not easy games. Even if they are easy, these players are not going to give their all to want to gain a point in there to help push the team. That's one thing. So I don't think they're going to make Europe. And with Lam there and the Bluco owners and all that, personally, I feel like the deed has already been done. The mess, we're already in in a mess. So what we do is that let's just stick with him till the season end. Look at a project or a plan. Look at a coach that we can draw a long-term plan with. A coach which is who has the technical know-how, who has the potential to redefine the team. Now we can start from the trenches, or probably we can start from zero where we are not playing. Look at Manchester United. Manchester United are not playing Europe, so at least they have the luxury of giving enough rest, playing like quality football and all that. So maybe next season we are not playing Europe. Chelsea, we are not playing Europe. So okay, what do we do now? We can get in a better manager to come and handle the team, speak to these players, their ego, their manage these players. Now for the season ahead, we can now make Europe or something. I think that's what the owners should do. If they're going to sack Lemos and bring who is there? That's the question. Who are they going to bring? If it is the Bournemouth coach is under contract, if it's the Fulham coach Marco Silva is under contract, this this managers with potential, they're all under contract. So you might have to wait for the season to end to get them. So I believe they should just wait.
Okay. So where do you see Chelsea finishing at the end of the season?
I think if these players are going to still behave this way, without committing themselves to what their coach is looking forward to, maybe 9th or 10th, honestly, because what I'm seeing from Bournemouth is crazy. These guys are on a streak that I think they've not lost a game in a while now. So I don't think Bournemouth is going to look down on a chance to play even in Conference League. So if these players are still going to play like this, I don't see them in anywhere near 7th or 8th. They might have to be at 10th or 9th. That's where I can put them.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm looking at this. Prince highlighted a lot about players. Do you think the crop of players we have now in our football era compared to the previous seasons, there a whole big difference between them? Because using Chelsea as an example, I remember when in 2013, when Chelsea went in for Rafael Benitez, the fans didn't like Benitez. Some of the players didn't like Benitez, but they went on to win the Europa League with him. Yeah. And in this era, it shows that when the fans don't like a coach, the players have doubt about the coach. Surely we are seeing bad results compared to maybe, okay, these are games as players. We have to win and make sure that we put the club at a high esteem. Do you think this is the difficulties we are having, especially with this crop of players compared to the previous crop of players that were in clubs like Chelsea?
Okay, so I've realized something lately that most of the players that played in that era were actually fans of the teams that they were playing. They actually supported the clubs that they're playing. So they played with a different spirit. And I've seen that, and can even see even so now. Lampard comes to most of Chelsea matches to watch. That loud is still there for some of these players. This group of players, I think it's more of entitlement. So you have players like Garnacho who go and delete all his Chelsea posts if he's not playing a few or two or three matches. I think that they are not doing much to be called legends, and they want to be seen in that space of great players. I think being a great player, you need to earn that name, that tag of being a great player. The likes of Lampard, Terry, Drogba, Ballard, Essien, these great names, they played for the badge. It was more like a war if you see them playing. Every match was more like a title for them. So I think these players should look back and know that yes, to earn that respect as a club legend, you need to play very well. For someone like Enzo, a club captain, to come out and create that speculation of him wanting to leave, it's quite bad. It's not what a club captain should do. At this point in time, I believe he should even be the one that will step in and say, listen, let's play. We need to get something. Even if we won't get titles, let's qualify for the Champions League spot. This is what the team is all about. This is the club that we are playing for. There are people that made the club a big name for you to want to play for the club that you are playing. So the players have 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 to look at themselves also. And I know this for sure that no matter how great a coach is, if the players don't want to play for you, all your tactics it becomes useless
Wouldn't
the
work.
moment they enter the field. So they need to look at themselves and ask themselves if they really want to play. And there are teams that watch this. At times, players behave as if it's just one spectrum that we are all looking through. But there are other clubs that watch this. And if I'm not sure any big club will want to buy a player that that is not committed. We all want players that want to play for the back, even if things are going down. So I think yes, we are in an era where players feel and title they feel like after a season of good games that makes them big names, but it takes more than just 1 or 2 seasons to get that title. You need to you need to back it with titles, with trophies, with big moments, and we are lacking it in not just Chelsea, in most of the b- big clubs. Well,
Yeah.
when it matters a lot, you see some of these big names not showing up when the club needs them. Yeah.
Okay. So you watching us now, what I want you to do now is subscribe, like, and also leave your comment. Let me know where do you think Chelsea would finish at the end of this season? And is Liam Rossini at fault? Should he be sacked? And which manager are you thinking that Chelsea should bring in? Put everything in the comment section for us, and we'll reply you and read on our next episode on any other discussions we have. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Sam, for joining us on today's discussion about Chelsea and Liam Rossini and what is going on with the club. We had a good in-depth analysis from our two pundits. So let us also know what you think about what they said in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share so that other people can get this content and watch. Thank you all for joining the show.
Uh,
Welcome.